Welcome to No FOMO Charts YouTube channel. This is Livestream number 4. It's Friday, July 31st, 2020. Quick disclaimer, these videos and charts are for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Feel free to request a stock or company in the chat box for real-time technical analysis. Here we go. Let's start with the DJI, the Dow Jones Industrial Index. So basically in this live stream, I'm going to cover USA stock market indexes and commodities, global stock market indexes, cryptocurrency, top 10 cryptocurrency, and if we have time, maybe some USA stocks if anyone has a request or question about TA. So let's see how it goes. Up first, the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, DJI. So first up, what do we have? Okay, we had quick recap of this week. We had tech earnings. The big 4 tech companies just reported their earnings yesterday. We also had GDP data. We had the FOMC meeting. We had the tech antitrust hearing as well, just 2 days ago. So we're looking at the market reaction. Looking at market reaction. What was the reaction to all of this? Well, there is some bullish reaction. Bullish meaning, how do I know? Because we had some buyers buy here at support. Remember, I marked these support levels, these price levels, around 26,040, 42. Just watch my old videos. I marked it, right? So we find support here around the 26,000 range. Okay. Again, what happened? There was some bearish selling pressure in the morning to the midday. Then we had buyers come back. The bulls came back, right? To push this support back up. But remember, we're not just talking about one price level or just something going up 100 points or down 100 points. We have to think about trend. All right. So if you look at this price chart, let me turn everything off. Let me just turn the volume off too. If you look at this price chart, 2020, okay, right here, since March, April, let's say April, since April, are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? It's actually a two-part answer. It's tricky question, right? So we were in an uptrend, okay? Some might call this still uptrend if you're on a weekly chart or even if you're on a monthly chart. So if you're like an investor, it's kind of still in an uptrend on the charts, right? But if you're a trader, shorter term, medium term swing trading, we're still in this sideways consolidation pattern. Basically, we're stuck between the yellow bars. Do you see this? The chart's going to move around a little bit. I'm talking about these big yellow boxes right here. Let me just get a different color and box the whole thing. We're stuck here. Okay? So that's basically 25,000 to 27,000. We're stuck in that price range. It's a large price range. That's 6 to 9%, but we're just stuck. Right? So, if we dig in a little deeper in here, yes, we are seeing a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low pattern. We just might have established this higher low just today and yesterday, right? So if the uptrend theory remains intact and we have bullish expectation and prospects after this week of earnings and news, I would expect the market seemingly to try to go up to 27,000. Okay. Try to go to 27,000. Why? Well, this is now the new resistance level right here of 26,500. So where would the next resistance target be? Here in the blue, that's 27,000. Okay, we already tested that 2 times Possible to test at 3. Bearish target, if this becomes a very, very, very short-term downtrend, right? We might see a bounce, try to make a lower high, then fold down and try to get the bearish target on the downside to about 26,000 to 25,736. So somewhere down here, okay? Those are the two scenarios that I'm seeing. Basically a bounce up or a breakdown down, okay? So these two levels are marked at these support levels. So it's 25,704 downside support. Bullish target of 27,050. Excuse me, I flipped the numbers. The support is 25,700. Resistance at 27,000. All right, but if those numbers are confusing, just look at the blue X. Okay, next up, try to speed this up a little bit. That was a big introduction there. Okay, S&P 500, the SPX. Check this out. I know it's a little sloppy, but I'll circle it in blue right here. What just happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 7 days, starting from here, right? Pull back down to support, holding support, bouncing off this support level. You see this yellow trend line right here, the blue one, right? Bouncing off this support level. Bounce up from 3,200 to 3,269. Today, okay? There is bullish support down here, at least for 2 days. So where's the upside target? Upside target, 3278. Looking to the left. This yellow target right here, 3,328, still holds. So these two are the targets. Again, trend, higher high, higher low, high. Maybe we just established a higher low, right? So a higher high would be up here at 3,333, like I said last week or a couple of days ago. If we have a bearish breakdown for whatever reason, right? Earnings or news or something with the government, something with COVID, right? All of this support, look at all the support right here. 3219, 3131, 3047. All right, so I'll mark those numbers for next time. Next, NASDAQ, the IXIC. Interesting. Okay, so I have to say though, that head and shoulders pattern for the past month or two, head and shoulders have not been playing out. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase the head and shoulders. You might be wondering why. It's because the bullish scenario, we have to think about the entire market. Well, just think about it for a second. COVID-19 has essentially been priced into the market psychologically wise. Right? Like we already had the crash is what I'm saying. We already had the initial crash. All right? That doesn't mean we can't ever go into a recession. I'm saying we had the initial crash, emotional crash, and a subsequent long recovery. But at the same time, though, is you have to think of it like this. Not just about charts, but fundamentally, news-wise, government politics-wise, global-wise. Yes, GDP is down 32% in the news. But that actually seems plausible, right? How many millions of people lost their jobs? Excuse me, right? So, just saying, just because there's a head and shoulders doesn't mean it's going to play out. But if it does, the downside target is still 9,826. Right here. Bullish target, we're getting pretty close. This upside resistance, 10,844, we're here right now. But it's just one candle. All right, we're in a consolidation zone in NASDAQ. So for NASDAQ bulls and for the news to get super excited about this, we need to break out through 11,000. This is like Bitcoin, right? It's kind of weird. The NASDAQ is like a similar price as Bitcoin. Very interesting, right? Bitcoin's actually up. BTC's up. So interesting. Okay, so these two targets. The ultimate target is like 11,000 right here on the top side. So next. Russell 2000. All right, look at this right here in terms of here, this price. Bears try to sell off today, bulls saying no. Again, but the support level is 1466 right here. So I would basically call this kind of stuck. The price is kind of stuck in a consolidation zone. I'm going to say the resistance is here, 1,500. How do I know that? Multiple touch points, inflection point, 1, 2 times. So bouncing up. So the Russell 2000 stuck basically between 1,500 and 1,467. So to continue the bullish daily uptrend, of higher high, higher low. It's pretty tight in there, but we need to break out to higher highs. We need to break 1500. Okay. Try to get up to 1535. If we have a breakdown, this circle right here, 1439 and 1418, still intact. So those are the two targets. But right now, it is in a kind of a sloppy uptrend. It's consolidating sideways. So we'll have to see. VIX still finding support. Look, we had one day right here, it hit the target, 2840 for day traders, then break down, back down to support today, 2340 up. So basically what this means is people are not really sure about the reaction to earnings and news. So just remember, VIX at a support level. It is possible we could see volatility in this market. But what will the catalyst be? The catalyst. We have to think about that. All right, XAU-USD. Moving on. Gold spot. All right, gold. Remember, the last time I talked about gold in a big way last week was basically this candle, right? So, do we see a pattern? Not quite yet, but gold on some exchanges hit 2000, right? On this particular Oanda Forex exchange, stalling right here at 1982 price, 1982. So for now, 1982 is the resistance to break through. 1942 is the support. It's basically consolidating. Somebody could call it a flag. You could call it consolidation, right? It's not quite a pennant. It's not quite a triangle, but the psychological, the mentality is it's consolidating. All right. It had a big move. This is a big move for gold. Say from this breakout for the past, let's say from 31st till now, the 30th till now, 12%, right? In leverage Forex, that's a huge move. Huge. Right. So the bearish target still remains 2000. Let's get another one. Excuse me. Bullish target to the upside, 2000. Let's get another one, 2050, then 2100. Right? Targets up here. Multiple targets. Let's get in blue. Here and here. Right? So 2000, 2050, 2100. Where's the support level? 1950. 1950. Then 1900. Then somewhere in the middle here, 1878. All right? So again, gold, the ETF trade of this month, essentially. Commodity trade of this month. Metal trade of this month. We have to see what happens with gold. But again, remember, we're still in earnings. It's not over yet. Excuse me. Next, silver, XAG-USD, XAG-USD. Silver consolidating sideways. So I'm going to erase these lines. Let's look for a pattern. Let's see. Well, consolidation. The market digesting gains. So this is a pennant. All right, so now let's do some classic technical analysis. Let's measure the pennant. 8% from a potential breakout spot. Let's say the point of this triangle right here. 8% up would be 2630, this upper blue target. All right, 2630. 8% down would be approximately 2222. Right? So these targets still remain intact. I'm going to erase the yellow ones. These two blue targets are the upside and downside targets for silver based upon the measured move of this pennant. So we'll see. Next, DXY, US dollar currency index. A little bit of a bullish reaction on the dollar. People buying the dollar. Okay, people buying this dollar. But again, to me, one bullish candle, yes, on the daily it matters, but I'm talking about trend, right? Longer term trend on this. So let's check it out in blue. The dollar been in a downtrend. Look at this, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's looking for where's the lowest low going to be? The dollar. Lowest low. Okay, so we have plenty of support to the left. 92.50, 92.15, 91.75, 91.40. Where could we bounce to? Easily, if the dollar were to bounce, we could easily go to 95, then 96. So those are the two upside bullish targets for the dollar currency index. The two bearish targets, I would say 92 solid, and 91. All right, longer term big targets. So it's like 92 area, 91. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. It's a dollar. All right. Next, US oil. Interesting reaction. Down, gap down. Okay, look at this, gap down. So a little bit of folding over, as I like to call it, to the downside for oil. Look at this gap down and the bulls buying this back. But again, trend. If we think about trend, we were in an uptrend, higher high, high low, high. Excuse me. It wasn't a tightening range. It was an uptrend. I'm talking about back here, right? Then it started tightening. Equilibrium. A little bit of a breakdown. Excuse me, a little bit of a breakdown, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. So it remains to be seen. A little bit of bullish candle support right here is where are we going to bounce to? So the immediate target is 30 on the top side, and we got support down here at 28, right? The larger upside target is somewhere in the upper 30s, mid 30s. Downside target somewhere in the 25s, 24s. So we'll see. Always watch out for oil news. Okay, natural gas, UNG. We'll see here, possibly an uptrend pattern, possibly, right? Higher high, high low, high low, high low. If this is going to hold, then the resistance is at $11 up here. If it's going to fold over and break down, then yes, maybe there will be a head and shoulders. If not, it could just gap down, right? Energy sector down today for 2 days, right? So this bearish downside target is still, in effect, $10. But now we think about what's the range of this stock, or ETF, excuse me, is $11 resistance and support at $9.50. Also, there's support at 10. Right? So it's coming down to a support level. Bulls did buy it up. And now we're about to see. Is it going to hold? If not, it's going to fold down. Okay? So let's go ahead and skip the Bitcoin and Ethereum for right now, because we're going to go through all 10 of those. Let's go move on to Shanghai Composite. Shanghai Composite. Moving to the global segment. Here we go. SH Comp. Check this out. It's not perfect price targets, right? But close enough. What am I talking about? First thing right here. 3333 on the Shanghai Composite. Right? So what happened? Downtrend. Pull back down. Bounce to make the lower high. Pull back down. Test the support. One more bounce. To where? I called it 3 days ago. Right here. 3333. Literally. And it touched that price exactly, right? But again, I'm going to erase this longer blue line to show that it's basically consolidating right now. So what we might want to do is, if we draw a trend line, okay, this makes a little more sense. See this? Now this makes sense to me. You can even tighten it here so it visually looks better, right? So it is tightening range. There's also horizontal support and resistance. So right now it's stuck between the bottom blue line. I'll just draw a trend line. So right there, basically 3,200 and 3,378. How do I know this? Look at all these touch points. All these touch points right here. Right? So whichever way you want to look at it. Is it squeezing sideways or is it squeezing up and down? Okay, but if we measure this move, let's take it from the middle conservative, right? Or even just right here, 4%. So from the breakout spot, 4% would be this upper target, this resistance up here, the double top at 34.50. 4% down from the breakout target would be 31.60. So actually I need to write this one somewhere in this range, right? So we'll see. Next, HSI, Hang Seng Index. Hang Seng Index still in a daily downtrend. How do I know this? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But double bottoming right here at support. Where is this? 27,541. Let's draw that in. 27,541. So where can we go? If we do happen to bounce up bullish, target right here, 25,259. How many percent is that? That's 2%, 2.71% for an index. It's a significant move, depending on the capital, right? Breakdown. If it happens, support over here, 24,167, 23,794, right? So we'll just have to see. Interesting development. Nikkei 225, Japanese index. Very interesting. Look at this triangle breakdown. So you know what? Let's clean up all these targets. Okay. It actually went through the downside targets I was saying. So this first target, 22,444. Okay. Lost that support. Down. Then we lost this support, literally. 22,253. This next one, 22,064. And there was one down here, 21,570. So I was marking this one like last time, 21,791. So basically right into our downside target area. This is possible. Trend theory doesn't always work so perfectly, right? It depends on the fundamentals and the news. Okay, so look at this. Down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. The lower low, way down here. In the past 3 days, it was like a 3.67% move. That's tough. Why am I saying this? Because it lost a lot of support levels here. Now the downside target is this. 21,510, 21,140, 20,747 to the downside, right? But I'm expecting somewhere here, okay, it's going to bounce. All right, so if someone's an aggressive trader, start looking for maybe the bounce, right? This would be the potential resistance zone at 22272. How do I know this? Is because after you get sharp, steep sell-offs, at some point it might, not in one day, but it might bottom out, go sideways, and then bounce. Or maybe just do this, right? So just watch out for that. It's either going this way or this way. So it's going to 22,222, or it's going to 21,151. Okay, so let's mark those for next time and see how accurate the technical analysis was. All right, next, KOSPI, the Korean Stock Price Index. KOSPI, here we go. Didn't quite hit our targets, but hit the resistance zone that we set. How do we know? Right there. The top of this head and shoulders before the crash. 2275, 2276. Price hit that and rejected down. So this resistance, I'm going to erase these targets for now. Okay, because that's a little too bullish, right? The support's still there, so it could hit those targets. But I'm going to start looking for support. What do I mean by that? If this rounds off and gets rejected, where is it going to go down? First here at 2250, right? Then if it loses that and gaps down more and goes down more, 2215. If we lose that, 2193. If we lose that, 2157. All right? The upside targets are still 2284, 2314, 2352 at the price. Okay, but this trend is nice. It's still in a uptrend technically. That's why, we don't need to get FOMO for buying or selling, right? We just relax. Higher high, high low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So then where's the next logical spot? Low. Where is that exactly? Somewhere around 2222. Right? This trend line. Support. All right? So we'll leave that for next time. XJO. Look at this gap down. Right through our bullish target, right to the support zone I circled. Literally. right down to 5913. I mean, just leave the circle there to remind us of the accuracy of technical analysis. But at the same time, don't want to get too excited. All right, so I was saying last time, in a bit of a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low. We could have bounced up, but no, the US GDP data crushing, right? Earnings, news, crushing. So we hit the support, a little bit of buyers coming down here. So where's the next spot? It could potentially bounce to 5991. This blue X, 5991. Or the next support level is in this zone of 5819. All right, large downside move. That was one day, 3%. Okay, 3% for some people is nothing, but if somebody has like $1 million account, millions of dollars, 3% is a big deal, right? So potential downside target again, 5819. All right, next, Nifty 50. Okay, so finally we're seeing a little bit of consolidation and pullback from the Nifty 50 index. Where can we go? Where's support? 10,956. Resistance, 11,327. Support 2 would be 10,586. All right, resistance 2 up here would be this gap. So that would be 11,592, like I'm saying last time. But if you zoom out, okay, don't just listen to the news. Zoom out. We are still in an uptrend on Nifty 50. How do I know this? If we start, let's just start from here. Higher high, higher low, high, low, high, low, high. So where's the next obvious low? Boom, somewhere right here. 10,876. Right there is a target. That actually also matches an old trendline support, but it looks to be a little sloppy. So let me fix it for next time. So we can move this one up a little bit. Okay, grab it. There we go. Move it a little bit. So actually, it might be a little higher, 11,000. Once I changed that, cleaned up that trend line. So 11,000, right? Just a pullback. One more day, 2 more days, right? To hit that support, and we'll see that support get tested. Then the upside target would be up here, 11,347. Okay, not this giant X, but right here. So it's tightening. Let's see. Okay, moving along now. Euronext 100, Euronext 100. Look at the bearish reaction. Okay, so this is why I'm doing global stocks, because not everything is the US stock market, right? If you just look at like Dow Jones or S&P, you would have a really kind of contorted view of the world, right? Because this is an uptrend. You look at only one stock chart and you're like, oh, it's stock market's fine. But not really. Not really. If you look at Asia, consolidate, you look at Hong Kong, you look at Japan, Korea, South Korea, Australia, India, and we get to Euronext, the EU, right? Right into our target, right into our target. Look at this breakdown of this ascending triangle or wedge, right? And the subsequent breakdown of support, okay? Let's just review, I'll leave the circles, but let's review the price action. All right, we were in an uptrend in June. High, low, high, low, high. This could have been a higher low. Tried, but it needed to go way above 1,028 euros, right? 1029. Had a 2-day breakdown. All right, some day traders coming in to flip, but now at a larger support level, 952. The next support is 92988 zone, 92789. All right, so let me circle that. This yellow circle right here. This yellow circle. It already fell back down into support, like I was saying. So I'm going to erase this now. Now the targets, if you move it, now the targets are this blue circle, which is now resistance, 980 euros, or 937 support down here. Right here. All right. So at some point, I'm expecting this to bounce though. So we'll see. Next, the UK 100, UK 100. Here we go. So basically, right here, breaking down through support. Okay, so it's hard to see. It's hard to see. It's not an inverse head and shoulders because it broke down bearish. So I'm going to erase that. This target, let's erase that for now. All right, we still got support levels, totally fine. But what I want to show you is right here. Look at this tightening range. This is a lower high, fine. This is a lower low. Excuse me. This is a lower high. This is a lower high as well. Right? But then once you come down here, almost got another lower low, but then another lower high. So this part of June is not good. This part is not good. Okay, and then you went straight into a daily downtrend. Confirmed. So look at the UK right here. It's not NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ ended up way up here, basically on its chart. UK 100 not doing that. Consolidating, a little bit of breakdown. So where's the next major support? 5659. 5659. How did I find that? Look at where's the most price trading range? How many more touch points do we have for a horizontal price level? Somewhere around here. Okay, it's drawn in there. 5670, 5408, 5182, then 5000 psychological. Okay, but it's not going to go straight down forever unless there's catastrophe in the world. So I'm expecting this to bounce at some point. Okay, so maybe not for a week, maybe a couple days to a week. There should be some bounce signal. It might even come down to here, 5668, which is this previous price level I marked down here, and then bounce. So it might bounce at 58 off of 5811 or 5671. Right? Where are the resistances? This 6000 and 6150. All right, moving along. So, SMI, Swiss Market Index, moving quickly because we already looked at the EU index is a little bit of a head and shoulders developing on the Swiss Market Index. Not good. Okay, so if we measure this, let me draw it for you. Let me erase last time so we could see we lost our support, okay, and hit our targets. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Let me erase this one. All right, now this makes more sense. So if we are in head and shoulders like that, the neckline's right here. So if you measure that, 3%, down from here, 3%, the next target would be 9,900. 9,900. Right there. Okay. If we do lose it again, the next target is right into this yellow circle, 9,555. 9,555. Right there. All right. So daily downtrend. Downtrend. Okay. So at some point, I'm expecting it to bounce up, right? Maybe some good news and maybe bounce up to 10,000, right? So 10,000 would be an interesting target. So basically, we're stuck between 10,000 and like 9,900. Next, Paris, Euronext Index, PX1. Same thing, downtrend. It didn't quite play out exactly, but if you look very, very closely, excuse me, if you look at the blue line I drew, the blue line I drew, right? Look at this. Down, bounce right into the target, down again, right to my target. Exactly. Almost. But the call was good, right? So where's the next support? Just because it's down doesn't mean it's going to go straight down forever, right? Unless there's COVID. And even COVID didn't go straight down forever. It was bounce, and then it went way down, right? So right here, boom, lower high, lower low. So where's the low going to be? It could stop somewhere around 4680. 4680, right? Right here. 4680. Then we might see a bounce, possibly anywhere to 4800 or 4862. Okay? Next two, and then we'll move on to crypto. So DAX, the Germany index, lost the support, down for 2 days, hit our targets exactly. Targets exactly, okay? Technical analysis can work, right? 3.52% is big deal for big accounts. You got a lot of money trading this. It's a big move. Bears winning right now. So again, next downside support, 12,000, 11,627. If we bounce up, then the resistance level 12,800, 13,000. Okay. Last one before we move on to crypto, TSX, the Toronto Stock Index. So TSX acting more like US stock exchange. So yeah, I know it's really messy, but here we go. What's happening though, what you want to watch out for is potential double top at 16,300, right? Excuse me. 16,300. So we'll see how this goes. But if it's getting really messy like it is right now, and we're about to start a new month, how about for this chart as an example to end this segment is I'll just redraw it, right? So what's more important right now? The immediate price action. The immediate price action right here at 16,311, right? Then the immediate support level right here at 15,998, all right? It's double topping, so I'm expecting double top might do this. Okay, so it might do this. Maybe. Not always. It could just break out, right? So resistance up here at 16,813. If we lose this big support, I'm expecting support at 15,671. All right, so if this is a real double top, let's measure it. 2%. 2% from this breakdown spot would be exactly right here. So 15,662. Right? But then also always prepare for the reverse case. If we go up 2%, that's actually closer down to 16,623 price. Boom, right there. Okay, so we'll leave those intact. And there's actually a trend line that I'm seeing. So I'll draw that in for next time as well. So it can fall down to that area. Right, so bit of a tightening range. Bit of a tightening range. Right, so a breakdown to support or test of the support can be highly likely. Right, or breakout to test resistance. Fine with the, it's fine with the TSX apparently. Right, TSX, because it's in a high low. Just have to establish that low, hold that support, hit that next high. The resistance, high price, right? That would be totally fine with bulls. So let's move on. Let's move on quickly to crypto, everybody's favorite asset right now. All right, crypto. So first thing to say about Bitcoin, US dollar 1-day chart on Bitfinex. Bitcoin is the strong correlation with gold and silver. And in some cases, this news is right, that we're about to have a monthly close in 1 day from now. So why don't we check the monthly close? It's almost over, right? Look at this bullish monthly close right here. A little bit of actually consolidation. Actually, well, so the monthly close, bam, bam, right? Weekly coming up to these resistance levels. It's got to break through 12,000, 13,000. All right, so what I was saying the past week is, okay, it's great we held above 10,000. We broke above 10,000 and we're holding. We broke above 10,500 and we're holding. We broke above 11,000 and we're holding. Fantastic for Bitcoin bulls. If you love crypto, you're a bull, rejoice. Let us rejoice, right? But at the same time, with crypto, always prepare for the downside risk. It's cryptocurrency. The market is always open technically, so prepare for the downside risk. What would be the downside risk of Bitcoin right now? Let's just estimate. Okay, so it's flagging right now for sure. For sure. Right? What do I mean by that? Look at this. Boom. Boom. Okay, so if we measure this move, we hit my blue target exactly. Okay, the resistance of 11,300. I'm going to erase that right now because we hit the target. Okay, this downside target never hit, which if you're a bull, again, we can rejoice, right? But 5% from the breakout. If we break out 5%, where's that? 11,900. Basically 12,000 is the next major target for Bitcoin. 12,000. Boom. We're right there. Right? But if this breaks down for whatever reason, then 5% would be 10,700. And if that happens, then maybe even 10,500 test. So 10,700 to 500 would be the downside target on Bitcoin. Excuse me. So Ethereum, we hit our target. Look at the flag. The flag setup, it's hard to see, but the flag setup on the price is right here. And we measured it and the target hit exactly. Just 1 or 2 days from the technical analysis that I called out. So let's not get too excited though. We also hit a bullish target that I was saying from previous videos. So again, monthly close on Ethereum. If you look at this, high, low, trying to establish the higher high on a monthly Ethereum right now. So where could we go? Again, just to get an idea, we measured 2 times the pennant. We already got the first target, the 8%, boom, done. But again, another 8% would be 375.93. That would be next target for the bulls. Was it previous support level? Resistance? Oh, pretty close, right? 363.35. I'm going to mark that one as well. 363.35. Could also be a support level. All right, but if we break down 8% from here, we're looking at 318.74. Okay. So I want to watch out. When you get a large runner like this, when you get a large runner like that, then you kind of have to go intraday if you're trying to trade that, right? Or if you're an investor, hopefully you bought at a good area of value and not trying to, do some weird trading with your eyes closed up here. I'm saying for investing, we always want to buy at a discount value, right? Because if you believe Bitcoin and Ethereum truly is valuable, right, then whenever it goes on a big discount, maybe it's a good time to buy some, right? Theoretically. This is for educational purposes. I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but I'm just saying, right? Like, just think about real life. If you want to buy a car, for example, if you want to buy a car and it's the same car, there's nothing wrong with it, like it's not defective or broken or damaged, but all of a sudden, just because the dealership has or the industry has a problem, not really related to the car or the dealership, and it goes for 50% off, 60, 70% off, 30% off, 40% off. It's that's a pretty good deal. Discount, value, right? So crypto, people always think like that. Why did people load up here? Because it's value. It's relatively cheap from a long time ago. Ethereum used to be like $1,000 plus USD, right? At the top. And then crashed all the way back down to $83 or $100, right? So $100 going up to $300. Anyone who was trading Ethereum back in the old days of $1,000 Ethereum is $100 Ethereum is a discount, right? So just keep that in mind. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. All right, speed this up. XRP, again, we hit our target exactly. Hit the target exactly. So I'm going to remove this target, okay? Now I'm looking for a consolidation target if this is going to turn into a higher high, higher low pattern, right? So I'm looking for here, this zone at 22 to 23 cents on Ripple, right? But if it keeps going on a bullish rampage up, next targets would be 28 cents, 30 cents, 33 cents. All right, so to be honest, when Ripple goes on a run, rampage, bullish rally, Ripple likes to run because it's cheap. I remember Ripple went to $1 when I was trading it. All the way in the old days. The old days of crypto, right? Here and here. Still remember those days, right? But just remember, what's the trend? Higher high, higher low, higher high. It's seeking its temporary higher high right now. 25, 26, 7, 8, 9. Where's it going to go? Right? That's the question. Where's it going to go? All right, to speed this up a little more, Bitcoin Cash. All right, so Bitcoin Cash breaking through resistance on the top side. Hitting our target literally exactly. Is some bot following my TA? I hope I'm not helping the algorithms. I want to be helping real people, right? But that's, I digress. Okay, so 306 target hit. But again, want to be careful. There is a daily Elliott wave 5-wave structure in here, right? If somebody draws it like this, I want to be careful of that because the ABC correction could happen. It might not happen, right? It could happen. But because there's such a bullish bias right now, I'm not going to call it till it does, right? So what happened? There was a double bottom pattern here to send Bitcoin Cash up here. So how do we know? Measure it like last time, 13% from the breakout, 13%, then we had some consolidation right here. Then 13% from here, next target would be 320. 320, we already hit our target, 320 right here. All right, then the support, immediate support, because on top of this yellow box, 282.23. So Bitcoin Cash stuck between these two spots. Moving along, Cardano. All right, I'll try to do this last part faster. Basically, consolidation. The upside target for Cardano is still 15 cents. Resistance, downside support, 13 cents. All right, just remember, Cardano has been breaking out 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's testing this basic support level at 13 cents. So that's a big level to watch out for. We lose 13 cents and all of a sudden do this downtrend, then I'll be concerned about Cardano. Excuse me. Next, Litecoin. We hit all of our targets. We hit all the targets. All the targets hit. Yellow target hit. Blue targets hit. Right? These are, I think I was actually calling these out of support levels, so we don't get too excited about that. But what's the general psychology? Coming up to a previous resistance level. Next target, $62. Excuse me. Next target, $62. Right here. Breakdown target, $50. If we're doing longer term, because again, here is that double bottom pattern that a lot of crypto had. Right here. 2 price bottoms. Measure it. 12%. Where's 12%? Right here at the first resistance. We break through that. Next 12%. We hit that. Next 12%. Would be up here. So 64. Okay, 64. I'll just say this is the general range. Right? So we're now stuck between $50 and $60 and $64. Okay, immediate resistance, $60. Binance Coin. Binance Coin hit our target almost. Very close. Very close, Binance Coin. So, high, low, high. Right? Where's the higher high going to be? Potentially $20. That's actually over $20, excuse me. $21 I meant. Then next, $22, $23. Then $24, $25, $26. Right? High, low, high. If that doesn't happen, we can have another test of the low at 1845. So it's stuck between here and here. The blue box. I'll just make it a box. Stuck in the blue box right now. Next, EOS. Okay, so this upside down head and shoulders pattern played out. So 16% for the breakout, done. Next 16% target, the yellow star, 350. Okay, so, but what I'm concerned about is there hasn't been a pullback yet. A pullback could happen down to 290. So these are the targets. 290 support. There's 312 support. Upside target 350 to the top side. Very simple. Next, Link USD. In a daily downtrend, yes. Excuse me. Daily downtrend, yes. But still in the daily downtrend nonetheless. So where could the downside target be? The support right here. 650. 650 right down here. If it's going to break through out of here, then 829. So it's stuck between this giant range right here with the midpoint, somewhere around 750. So what Link needs to do is reopen its higher high, higher low pattern and go up. That's what we need to see from Link. All right, XLM USD, XLM USD. Now what I'm seeing is there's actually a tightening triangle pattern if you use the wicks, candle wicks. Right, you see this? Now? So again, it's, I mean, if you want to have a better triangle, it's that one. Using the close, price closes only. So let's do that. This could be interesting, right? If you're using price closes, then you have a little bit of a breakout. But again, see that? Tightening range, double bottom, boom, breakout. So if this is going to be a W continuation pattern or a breakout pattern, let's just measure. Let's be conservative here. So measure 8% from the breakout spot, 8%. Boom, right to the upper target, 10 cents. 10 cents, upside target. 8% down would be 9 cents. Whole number. So that's the downside target. Right there. So we want to see what happens. But the fact that it's a breakout is questionable. Breakout, is it going to be a test and up, or we're just going to go straight there? We have to see. We have to see. But hopefully, if somebody's trading this for educational purposes only, is you always want to be buying. If you're long, if you're a bull, you want to always buy at a good spot of value relatively to where the price has been and is, right? Because remember, Stellar on Coinbase, at least 1 year ago in July, let's see, 1 year ago, July 30th, was like 9 cents. So when the COVID crash happens and it crashes down to 3 cents, right? It's 3 times cheaper than it used to be. 3 to 4 times cheaper, right? So that's the mentality that traders have. Okay? But there's other signals in, there's a lot of other signals in there, but I'm just saying that the discount, because it's Ripple, it's the same thing. I mean, excuse me, it's Stellar. It's the same crypto, right? Just the interesting thing about crypto is when we had the COVID-19 coronavirus crash, let me take my headphones off. When we had the COVID coronavirus crash, crypto remained the same in terms of what it was, like the technology. Like crypto didn't get destroyed physically, right? So if you have crypto and it goes down times 3 or 4, you get a big discount. Let's calculate it. July 30. When it's 60% off discount, no wonder everyone's buying down here, right? But if you're going long right here, there's more risk because it just came down. It just came from 3 cents. It's up 170%. That's not impossible for crypto, but still, it's a function of risk. Right? If you buy at the low spot and you don't panic and you don't get pushed out or crushed out of the market and you hold for this long, you're up 175% in crypto. And you didn't get scared about this potential head and shoulders either. You just hodl, right? Hodl. Right? All right. So remember, this is for educational purposes only. All right. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, the analysis, please remember you could always ask me a question in the chat box or the comments about a particular stock, crypto, company, chart question, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing or donating. Hope you have a great weekend. See you next time.